Hello, this is Vance, and this is Tuesday, October the 7th, 2014. These are the CL trades for today using the slow hand method for price action. So final recap, a couple things that I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to talk about today's trades. I think I can send an open invitation for everyone who wants to participate, you YouTubers out there that review these channels and so forth. I'm going to have I'm just going to host a live session on Thursday morning at 8:45, probably about 10 o'clock or so, hour and 15 minutes. So send me your email. I'll post the email at the end of the session. If you send me the email, I'll send you a link to participate. I'll put it on there, and maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do a commercial or something for it. But yeah, just to give you an idea of what I do and how I do it with the slow hand method. I've been doing it for a number of weeks now for course participants in the slow hand method. And I figure I'd kind of do it once in a while in reference to individuals who are just out there at large who follow the YouTube channels. I have like, I don't know, 300 or so subscriptions to my YouTube channel. I've got maybe 85, 86, I think 86 on my Twitter channel. It's really, I'm not really broadcasting or advertising a lot, but I thought maybe I'd do that, give you an idea of how I set up the chart and so forth. Take some trades. Well, trades present themselves. Hopefully that'll happen. And just give you an insight into my thought processes. I know that Mac doesn't do anything live, but he's doing something similar, like asking questions and so forth. So I'll give you a chance to ask some questions. But that's this Thursday. So that would be Thursday, October the 9th at 8:45. I'll let everybody know. So send me your request. Email me, and I will send you the link. It's the only way I can send you the link for it. Go to webinar so you can be live and you can see it. Anyway, that's it for now. Let's talk about the trades. This morning I had a couple demo trades. Talked about that. I showed those ones today from down here. So we'll talk about those. So as I said, this not down here, it was right here. The trades that I got down here, I had one trade on here, and I'll talk a little bit more about that and see how the rest of the day developed. Because what really happened is that after we had this sell-off from 9 o'clock, price was really like a spike in channel, and we dropped into this pretty tight trading range. If you look at it from roughly 10 o'clock up until like 1 o'clock, so for 3 hours, really in a fairly tight trading range. I mean, price went up here, down here, touch this area, and so you kind of you try to trade both ends of this. Unfortunately, I'll talk a little bit about that. Well, let me talk about this. I talked about this morning. I had a demonstration trade. Price went up, pulled back, and then it came up to here, and then you saw that leg. So once it established this area, once it turned back down, I signed off. But when price got down on this level here, you can see that there's a trend channel. It broke through the daily lows, got down to this level. Now this, you could have argued that you could have taken it, gone long here. It did break the channel, but what I didn't like about it, what I don't like about it, is that it didn't really retest this low and it was too much overlap. It could have just been a hesitation or for more weakness. It did move up here, and then right here, this is a second entry short. Price moves up, and you can see this from the standpoint of like you had this pullback, move up here, it pulls back down to here, moves up, and it really is, well, you have to kind of squint your eyes about this, a second entry short. The thing is that this right here, it stops. Where's the top? I'm thinking that the double tops are at this level up here, whereas there are some hesitation right along here. So can you make an argument of going short? It's a pretty strong bar. Where's your stop going to be? As you recall, is that for the most recent price action, I'd like to have a limit order up here, so if price comes up, depending on how it approaches this area, to sell near this top, and so to take a sell down there. But it wasn't to be. It wouldn't have worked. It didn't come up that high. Price fails back down to this area, breaks the trend channel. Now I've marked this as a trade, even though it's a downward move like this. It really is. Again, it's like a second entry. I mean, price went down here, pulls back, went down again, and it pulls back, and so it's kind of like a second entry long, but it's a doji, and it's a bear bar next to this bar. It's overlap. the only way that you would take a bar, you have to limit in, and as long as your stop is below these areas right here. So limit in on the close, and that, with the idea that you have enough room to get to these double tops right up here. Well, had you limited in, you'd have been fine. Here was a longer bar, a very strong bar. If you went long in this, it wouldn't have worked. And the reason I didn't really like this one is because, here you have, you're close to the double tops. You've got some room to get out, but really not enough. When you're trading the tight trading ranges, you really have to look at buying really near the bottoms to give you the best opportunity to get out, and near the tops. The other thing is that here's this area. This is the area where we had some capitulation earlier in the day. We had some hesitation here. We got some reluctance going up. So you don't know if is price going to buck this all the way to get to here, or ultimately to the other side. You don't know that. So that's why I didn't really like this as a long trade. But when price gets down to these levels, again, when you see this is a significant down area here, pulls back. Again, you could have taken a trade here. Again, you could have taken a trade here, but anytime along this area, like as long as your buys are. Now, I didn't really like this so much because if you get on this one, second entry long right here, again, doesn't afford you enough room to get out. But you could say that this, take a look at this one leg down, pulls back a second leg down, and this is a little bit better. Below these matching lows, you limit in from this area. You got room to get out, and of course, you don't know whether it's going to sustain it or not. My idea was that you see these touches along these bottoms. It's obviously resistance along this area or support along this area, and so when price moves up, you're looking at the other side of this target. Again, we have first pullback, second pullback. You could have taken this as a trade, aggressive trade, anticipating that it's going to continue to work its way up, but you can see that it didn't give you quite your 15 ticks, I don't think. See? On that. Didn't quite give you your 15 ticks. The other reason is that, and you could say this is going to be a measured move. I guess you could say from this perspective, first pullback, second pullback, it's a trap. So yeah, it wouldn't be a bad trade, but if you waited till you closed, you didn't get filled. The other thing is that look at the double tops here. These are the double tops, and so that doesn't really afford you enough room to get it when you're with the most recent price action. So I mean, it doesn't give you enough room. And you have to respect that. That's what I did. But unless, of course, you want to buy early. And if you buy early, you're fine. I mean, you get enough room to get out, but you got to buy really early. So that was kind of the disadvantage of that trade. Second entry short. Again, the price moves up to this area. Again, if you look at taking a selling on this bar, it's a pretty strong bear bar. I don't know if it would have taken you out because you're like right on the edge as far as that. More recent price action, of course, if you keep your stop over here as high as possible, close to these ones, then you're all right. You limit in. But this is a limit in order, somewhere in this neighborhood. Price comes up. When it does the hesitation, you get limit in. Down to here, another limit order. Down to here, you had a break of the trend channel, break to a new low. And then you can see prices come up. This is a repeat of this. Look at price comes down, pays up, pulls down, long. Price comes up, pulls back, long. Very similar setup. You can see that there's rejection here. So again, limit in below the 15 tick stop area. Gets to the top, and what do we see? Rejection again. Rejection near the top. So this is a kind of shooting star, they call this. Pulls down. I mean, you go short there. I mean, maybe not a great bar. Pulls back again, and another almost instant rejection. Again, limit in against the top of this range. Really not as much as a price action, but the structure. You can see the structure here. Now, you don't know this is going to happen, but then when price gets down to this level, look, if there's a hesitation here, you can see this. Almost did the same thing as these ones here. Spike up, pulls back, moves its way up, and then immediate failure. And then when it failed, it kind of continued to run down. So this was really the mark where it started to run. This is later in the day. This is 20 to 2. So really, most of this from here, it was really a tight trading range day. And then we had this failure at the end of course, this slope down and back, from 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all the way down. Prices really kind of collapsed down. And now we're at the 88.62 area. So I wasn't in on any of this. I wasn't even right here. But I think you could have seen this. I mean, you have to limit in as far as your sell orders are concerned. I drew this channel off these tops. It looks like it holds pretty good. From the tops and the bottoms here. So it looks like it's pretty good. and the short-term trend channel. So as long as you sold against these tops, but this really dominated the day. This really tight trading range, and so you have to look at buying early and selling late. I wasn't. You saw the demonstration trade here, but I was finished pretty early today. So I mean, there's only a couple things I was looking at. But had I been on these sells, this sale, sell this trade, you would hold this for a fairly long time. Any of these areas were pretty decent moves. And that's it. So again, let me tell everybody that what I'm going to do is going to have a live session on Thursday at 8:45 to about 10 o'clock. Anybody that's interested, you can just sign up, just send me your email, and I'll let you participate. I'll have my microphone on here, do live. Maybe if something presents itself, we'll take a couple trades. And that's it for now. So if you have any questions, please let me know. This is Vance. Bye for now.